Hi, I'm live. Good to see everybody. Hopefully, some people will come in here. Let me send some invites. Mm, la, 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 my goodness. Snow. There we go. Hey, Bud Files. If you guys could share me out, that'd be great. I'm just trying to get back into the live thing again. It's good to see that there's more people in here. Um, how's everybody doing? I just thought I'd come up here and have some fun. Just trying to get rid of that echo. I think that's better now. Anyways, I just thought I'd see what people were growing and how things were going with people and all that fun stuff. I I will put the link in the. Somebody wants to come up. There we go. So how is the Bud Files doing? I started some onions and some flowers and some, all kinds of seeds, broccoli, cauliflower, that kind of stuff. Um, hmm. I don't have it open on YouTube. I don't know why I'm getting a buzz. Maybe that will work. I think it did. There we go. Oh yeah, we've had a lot of rain here too, 3 inches in 3 days. But you know, the garden needed it, so I got tulips coming up because of it. I have two of me up here, and I think that's why it's doing. I need to remove myself. So, uh, yeah, well, I just ordered checks for this summer. We're going to do 30 between the two families. So we'll have 20 for us and 10 for my sister-in-law. So we're going to be raising uh, Cornish grass again. So we're excited about that, getting that growing, and we're going to make a chicken coop. Um, so we'll see how that goes. You know, there's got to be something I can do. There we go. But am I still double? Yes, I am. Technology. My goodness. Bubba, don't try to eat the sweet potatoes. So if you can share me out, that'd be great. Um, I'll see if I can go into the studios and do the same thing. Bye. My goodness, it's been a long day. My goodness. Oh, you are? Wow. Hey, Moon. Good to see you. Let's see if we can share this out. Somebody wants to come up and join me. They can't. Sounds like Bob's busy getting out somewhere. Oh, I gotta check on my eggshells. I'll be right back. I'm cooking some eggshells for him. There we go. Bring those up later and get them in the garden. Um, I'm so looking forward to this garden season. Uh, I got my whole plan together. I've got my bed, all of it. I'm figuring out by what goes with what and where my tomatoes are going to go and my brassicas and my potatoes and all of that stuff. So I'm having a good time planning it out this year, trying to get it together and designing new beds and that kind of thing. Oh, cool. So Bob's Potter replanting his houseplants. Now, Bob, do you use fertilizer in your houseplants, and what do you use if you do? Because I have a really good fertilizer. I'd love to share with people if people are interested. We're having a lot of fun growing houseplants this year. So 5.2. That's scary. I'm sorry. I mean, That's a decent sized earthquake. Where do you live again? What state, I mean? Hello there, Ava. Nice to meet you. So, what I've been doing, making my garden plan is I always look at these books here, um, carrots, tomatoes, and roses love garlic. Um, when I'm making a garden plan to kind of figure out what I'm doing, um, like I will grow my tomatoes next to my carrots because they complement each other. One of the steps that I'm learning lately is that um, garden, like where my brassicas were last year, I'm going to plant my potatoes because my potatoes, um, it's better because the biogas is from the brassicas, where I have broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. Those are the areas that I'm planting my potatoes this year. In the fall, I had broccoli and cauliflower and um, cabbage in the ground. That's where I'm putting my potatoes because of those biogases that it gives off. And um, it makes it, those gases put out uh, protection for the potatoes. So that's what I'm doing this year. And I'm excited about just a lot of the knowledge and the research, things that I've been doing this year to have the best garden ever. Hopefully, I can get some nice big onions this year, growing some Walla Wallas, the best onions ever, right, Bob? Um, so we're very excited about that. Man, this echo is horrible. See if I can. How can you get rid of somebody? Anyway, oh, see, I have two of me. So that's why we're getting this echo because I went in and out. Hey, Bob.
Morning.
Good morning. So just a lot of fun about what I'm learning this year and getting a garden in. You're replanting your house plants. What kind of plants do you have?
Oh, I've got quite a few. Um, well, every time I get in trouble, I buy the wife a house plant.
Oh,
So
smart.
I don't know. I think I've
So, and you have quite a few.
like I've got a photo or two of them in here.
Oh, wow.
Um, I just bought her a peacock plant recently.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was just that one was not getting in trouble, but that was just a surprise.
Oh,
And I'm also re using a lot cuttings and rerooting them and putting them into pots and stuff like that.
nice.
Uh,
Look
I
at
had
that.
to, yeah. That's just a few of them that I've got.
Hmm.
I got some more upstairs, and yeah, that little spider plant right there. My neighbor gave it to me, and I just repotted it the other day too.
Oh,
It was
nice.
it was badly root bound, and all right, hon, love you. She's heading off to work. That little spider plant was badly root bound. And then I transplanted it and fertilized it with blood meal and bone meal and my own fertilizer, and
Nice.
it's going to town now. It's like,
Cool.
thank you. Yeah, this one I'll show you. If you haven't seen a peacock plant, it's that one kind of in the back. It's tall, with what do you call it? Kind of a pink hue underneath the leaves.
Mhm.
I just got that for Mrs. just as a surprise, you know. Yeah, she's
Eyelash in my eyeball.
what's that?
I got eyelash in my eyeball. That's
Mm,
really pretty.
yeah, it's about that tall, and
Hmm.
I'll show you the fertilizer I'm making. Yeah,
Sure.
I've
I would
I've
love
got
to.
a you know what a mad scientist I am. I like
Yes, I do.
experimenting. Well, what I do is I've got the usual eggshells, coffee, all that household stuff, and I've got a system down now to where I can get this stuff pulverized down to, and the last sifting is with one of these flour sifters. It's very
Hmm.
fine flour sifter. Then I add one tablespoon of this stuff
Okay.
to 16 to 20 ounces of rainwater. I'm using rainwater for my indoor plants.
Hmm.
And then I bought one of these
Which
little
rainwater is much better for your plants.
it certainly is. And then I put it in, measure the water in here, and then put this little, barista whipper thing. And this stuff is so fine that it almost dissolves in the water, and pour it into the plants. And most of it, almost 100% of it, goes straight down through the soil and out to the roots, right straight down. It's like,
Mm.
man, the plants are just like, yeah.
I feel superhuman.
Thank you. I've finally got some food. Yeah, this is what's been keeping me busy this winter, Laura's. I've got it down to where I've got this much of it double sifted out
Hmm.
right now, and yeah,
So you
mad
have your eggshells in there too?
everything. Yeah,
Okay, so you grind them up.
yeah, yeah.
Because I know that if you have a calcium problem and you took your ground up eggshells, really
Mhm.
fine like a powder, just like that, and you add a little vinegar water to them, they'll kind of explode. You have to put them in a large container. They'll expand, and then their nutrients is available right away to your garden.
Oh,
So
you put them in vinegar?
yeah, just like a tablespoon of vinegar in
Uh-huh.
there and some water, and then it will expand and
Mhm.
grow. So like if you have like tomatoes where you're getting the spots on the bottom or something like that, you add that to it and it expands and it's you know better than uh,
Oh, okay.
lime or something like that.
Mhm.
It acts directly and fast.
Almost
So
like it pre-digests it or something then.
yeah, yeah,
I'll show you a couple little one more thing about this topic here. Just a second.
sure.
It's right across the shop over here.
A wealth of knowledge right there on my hand. So is anything else started seeds or anything else? How did you fare during that earthquake, Moon? And what I was going to ask you what area. You probably don't get that up.
What, say again?
Oh, Moon had a 5.2 earthquake where he is. So
Yeah, that's a wake up.
yeah, my
I've,
daughter
I've
is
got
in California, so
I've got a large vibrating bowl. It's actually a tool for deburring parts when I make them in the shop here,
hmm
and it it'll take 18 pounds of medium and material, and it shakes it violently. It's big. It's a big machine tool, and I made a bunch of these. I glued together. These are little they rotate in the material and help chop it up a little bit and keep it rotating. Then in the very bottom of it is these stacks of foreign coins I glued together, and those bounce in the bottom, and the material goes underneath it, and this just pulverizes it right to a very fine dust.
Hmm.
Then I sift it twice, and then what I showed you is what the end product
Yeah.
is. It
So what else
dissolves
do you
in
have in
water.
there? You have eggshells and what else?
Coffee grounds, lots of rice. The Filipinos won't eat day old rice. The wife just throws it on a plate for me, and I heat it up on a hot plate,
Mm-hmm.
and get it to where everything goes on the hot plate, everything, and it gets
Right.
dried out. Then blender, and then the blender busts it up. Then the tumbler, then sift it twice. But what else? I got lots of dandelions out of the yard. I go and
Okay.
just take the top of them off. Chickweed, leaves, um, any kind of. I'm getting ahead on my weeding during the
Mhm.
winter, because every morning I go out and fill up a big container of weeds, little tree trimmings, anything organic.
Yeah.
I've even yeah, I've even threw
So you're
some
making a very fine compost that way.
yeah,
That's awesome.
and it dissolves in the water when I whip it, and it goes
Mhm.
right straight down through the top layer of the soil, and it goes straight down to the roots.
Mm,
You know, took a lot of experimenting to get the process down, but
right.
yeah,
I make a compost tea.
mhm,
So I have in the back, I have one of those like 250-gallon tanks
mhm,
outside, and
yeah.
I throw all kinds of products in there, like just organic matter, fish, you know, um, I most of it's duck water, so, it's the water that the
Oh, I
ducks.
saw that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Heck yeah. I saw you do that. I went, clever girl, man. Mhm.
I was
Clever, very
watering
clever.
it this weekend and, just to get the plants started because things are starting to come up. Ooh, stinks. So yours is probably not as stinky.
No, actually, it doesn't smell.
Mm,
Once it's dried out and turned it into a powder, that's why I stuck with it and kept perfecting it, because it doesn't smell. It doesn't
mhm.
have any smell at all. So it's like,
Yeah,
hallelujah.
yeah,
I got it. Yeah.
that's awesome. Now if you added
Mhm.
that to your garden, you'd have a lot of,
Mhm.
good stuff. So
Yeah. When I'm transplanting the house plants, like I typed in the chat there that I'm using from.
oh, sorry. I
Oh, no
see her.
problem. I'm using in the bottom of my house plants blood meal and bone meal
Mhm,
with this fertilizer that I make, and then once a week I mix up a batch of that water, and once it's rainwater, so
mhm,
they're just like
mhm.
standing straight up and growing. Oh man, finally. Thank
Right. So how are
you.
you collecting the rainwater?
I've got a 1 gallon watering can from Amazon, and I made a rain chain off my gazebo out of. My son brought me a bunch of empty shotgun holes. So I
Mm,
cut them. I cut them into segments, and then I wired them all together in a rain chain, and I dropped the rain chain into the 1 gallon container, and the rain just follows it right down into the container. So it's like,
wow.
take junk and make it work. A
Yeah,
little bit of
yeah,
a little bit of baling wire and spit, and
yeah.
and it works. Mhm.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's creativity right there. Oh,
Like, if you want to check it out, I think I've got a video about that topic on my channel. You know.
Oh, I will. Yes.
Oh, you're growing green onions inside. Right on, man.
Yeah. My green onions are starting to come up outside.
Mine are too. Yeah.
Yeah. My tulips starting to come up.
My daffodils and tulips are about that big right now, Laura.
Yeah,
No.
mine too.
Hmm.
I've got
Normally,
one daffodil that's up like that, but the rest of them, I don't know if they're too close to the house where the gravel is.
oh, okay.
So I don't know. Hopefully,
Yeah. I bought Mrs. a surprise tulip bulb. Was you know how in the supermarket they got them right there, and got her a tulip bulb with a flower on it. That one was because I got in trouble.
oh,
I'll admit to that. Yeah.
right. Chris used to buy those for me because he'd get a double play out of them here because he was in trouble. Just because.
Because yeah.
And then I could plant them in the ground afterwards.
Yeah, I took that tulip that I bought for her, and it's already out in the front of the house right now in the
Nice.
front garden. Yeah.
I love tulips. So, are you planting anything outside? Have you changed your mind on
No, I think I'll probably just stick with lots of strawberries.
that? Mm-hmm.
You know, but I'll have to see how much cash I got left out of my pension. I might go down and get a couple more rhubarb plants.
Mm,
In the front yard, the rhubarb went crazy, man. It just grew like it's supposed to.
right.
In the backyard, it was eaten up by earwigs.
Mm.
So I took an azalea out in the front yard, and I'm going to use that open spot, drop another rhubarb in there. It's just a beautiful plant, man.
I
Leaves
think
this
if you
big, you know. It's like, oh, I
put
love that.
copper tone in your soil, it will keep the earwigs away.
Copper.
Copper tone. It's a spray and a powder that you can put on trees and shrubs, and it keeps
Oh,
black spot away or the rust spots that you find.
uh-huh.
But it's also good for earwigs in the soil.
Let me take a look and see if they got that on Amazon.
They do.
Okay, let me see. Copper tone is what it's called.
Yeah. I was going to put some in when I planted my potatoes because I like to plant potatoes.
Is it one word or two?
Two.
Okay. I'm typing in one word. It says, sunscreen.
Mm.
Copper tone. Whoop. No, it's going back to one word. It's coming up with. Let me check it out on Amazon. If I can get some of that, I will. Because those earwigs. Yeah. That's coming up with. Darn it. Just
Just
what do you call it?
I wonder if
Yeah.
I'm saying it wrong. Hold on. Let me look. I have to go to my channel because I have a link to when I fertilized my trees. Let me see here. No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fungicide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's affordable too.
Yeah. Very expensive.
So that keeps earwigs away, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. There
It
we
keeps
go.
the bugs away. A lot of the bugs that stay in the soil.
Uh-huh.
I got it because my plants had the copper spots in them, my fruit plants, and so I had to because pine trees carry that pesticide, and it got fruit trees. So
Oh yeah. Yeah. What is it? Treatment control. Yeah, there's different types here on the same page that will
mhm.
for insects and this natria oil spray plants, pests, organic disease control, or insect. 24 ounces for $10. Okay?
Mhm.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
Because I'd been looking around Google and YouTube about how to kill them,
Hmm.
and they say they spend 99% of their life underground.
Yeah.
So the most I could do last year was diatomaceous earth around the rhubarb plant, and as they come up out of the ground, it would kill them, but it didn't kill
Mhm.
all of them because they'll just stay under the wall, under the ground, and eat
Yeah.
eat the root. I mean, one of my rhubarb plants, it was dead, so I pulled it up. You know how rhubarb roots are when you buy them; they're about so big, you know.
Hmm.
And man, it was like a scene out of a horror movie. These earwigs came boiling out of there. They ate the entire inside of it out. It was like, God.
Yeah. Disgusting. Oh,
Hey,
cool.
CR.
CR. That's really cool. No,
Thanks for the. I'm going to order some of that stuff right now. Some of the. I see that this natria or
Nutria.
yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get some of this right here because it says bestseller. So I'm going to
Yeah.
order it right now.
Yeah. Good luck. Because
There we go.
once you figure out that you can grow stuff, it changes your life.
What you're breaking up a bit.
Oh, sorry.
Mm.
Yeah, it changes things, once you know that you can grow stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I had bought a half a dozen rhubarb plants last year, and two of them were just consumed. They died, and the others, the ones in the backyard, struggled, but the one in the front, there's no earwigs out there. So
Yeah. We get earwigs here too, so I'm going to try it myself. And when I plant my potatoes, I'm going to put some in the ground too for that.
Mhm.
We get a lot of stuff eating potatoes around here. So
I think it might have with this lot. The front yard was cared for by the neighbors. The backyard was 6 feet deep in weeds and blackberries, and it was this place was neglected,
mhm.
and the backyard was just went wild. And the neighbors took, like I said, the neighbors took care of the front yard, and
Right.
I think that might have something to do with it because the backyard there was growing and nothing was kept in check at all. So
Mhm.
that might have something to do with it.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, listen to frickin' CR. I have to fire this frickin' guy almost weekly. You know, I'm rooting for you all gardeners. How's that?
Yeah. Thank you, CR.
Blame you two are both Canadians, so that's partially your fault, Laura. I'm gonna blame.
Sorry, my little guard dogs.
Squirrel. Mhm.
Something moved outside. The problem is here where we live, we get a lot of we're miles away from Fort Campbell, but we hear the artillery fire from there,
Oh yeah.
and they react to that.
Hmm. I used to live out in Spanaway, Washington,
Mm-hmm.
across the highway from Fort Lewis. Oh, I know what that artillery is all about.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Go ahead.
there was like the day after 9/11. You should have heard them because they opened up on Fort Lewis with every artillery piece that post had, just to remind the public that, hey, we're here, we're ready, you know. And Holy cow, Laura. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my God. And it just kept going and going and going and going. Like, okay, guys, you proved your point. You can stop now.
Let me shut them up.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I'm here. I'll sing a song. How's that sound? Mom, it's the artillery again. Mom.
Nobody's picking up on
Mm,
oh my goodness. My light is really bad. By a window. I thought it would be a great thing putting my computer by a window for lives, but no. So
mhm.
not unless it's
Yeah, I was just at Corsair Trainers Steve's live a moment ago, and his YouTube and the whole net was buffering so much he just ended it because it just
oh
kept
yeah.
cutting him off again and again and again. He just ended it. Forget it,
Yeah, it's kind of acting up today, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yep. So CR, what are you gardening this year? See if he's really listening.
Yeah, we'll see if he's out there or not.
Yeah. I have this nice little button. It doesn't shock my dogs, but it does a whistle
Mm.
and um, and a light, and it calms them down. So
It's like a distraction for them.
yeah, it's like instead of yelling at it, it distracts them and makes them stop, makes them pay
Okay,
attention to you.
cool.
Yeah. So how about it? Come here. You want to say hi? Come here, Sneaker. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Oh, he is still here. He's lingering in the background over there.
Yeah, see,
Uh-huh.
this is my Bubba.
Bubba.
Bubba. Bubba go.
I remember seeing him when he was just a little toddler,
Yeah,
on your videos. Yeah.
yeah. Just a tiny toddler. He's not anymore. And we got our Norman.
Yeah, the good old Norman. Yeah.
He's the leader of the pack.
Mm.
It's usually the one that starts the barking too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Instigator.
leader, yeah.
Oop.
I have to end this.
All right.
Hey, hey. Stop it. Yeah, I should have put him down for a nap.
But mom, there's noises out there, mom. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing booms outside. Yeah, I kind of wish they'd stop, but they have really been going at it lately, and it makes you wonder why. You know. So, what are they trying for?
Their senses are so much more acute than ours are.
Yeah. Yeah.
They hear and smell things that we have no idea, no clue whatsoever.
Yeah, my labs, they'll stick their nose in the air, and
Mm-hmm.
if like somebody's on the property, they'll find them. Like, it's like, I smell something. And then they'll go running, and it's like, oh, usually a family member, but, they find them when they're not visible. So,
Wow.
yeah.
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 Well, CR is making some amendments for growing more. Good for you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I saw you were already, you had made that rack in your garage for starting
Mhm.
seeds. What was that, alfalfa seeds or what was that? I can't remember.
No, I'm growing broccoli, cauliflower, and then flowers for the garden,
Okay.
like foxtail and daisies and all kinds of stuff. So just to, have pretty things too. And then I
Yeah.
have onion seeds in the ground in out there.
Right on.
We're gonna grow
Cool.
some wallas.
Yeah, those are good.
Hmm.
Hmm.
We love our wallows.
Slice it up, throw it on a burger patty.
Hmm.
Nice and crisp and juicy. Oh man,
Hmm.
those are good.
We
Hmm.
can sometimes get them here in Tennessee, but not very often.
Sometimes you can get them. Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna go. Thanks for coming.
Oh,
It,
okay.
the sound is just horrible. It's driving me nuts. So
Oh,
I'll
okay.
try again some other time.
All right, Laura. Good to see you again. Take care.
Good to see you. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
CR, you're fired once again. See, a sprout your interest. Fired right off the bat. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.